TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into KNOW Waco. I am your host, Debbie, here to help you get in the know about Waco.
This week, I'm going to be talking about some upcoming events and activities happening here in Waco. And I have a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cory Lind, and you might tell by my accent I'm not from Waco. I'm from New Zealand. I'm an artist, and I'm here to do art.
Yeah, and what brought you to Waco?
Art. Strange coincidence. No, I planned on coming over a year ago, and I was supposed to have an exhibition here in July of last year, but the middle of early in the year, good old COVID knocked everyone back. So I had to wait. Which is cool, really, because I got busy creating more art. I got married. All those normal things that you do during COVID. Good old quarantine. And I finally have that exhibition coming up. So here I am, ready to get it on.
Yeah, that's super awesome. So before we get started into the deep questions, we're going to do a little icebreaker challenge. So obviously you're not a native Wacoan and you're not from Texas. So I have some Texas slang. I'm going to tell you what the slang word is and you're going to have to guess what it means. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first one is fixin' to.
About to?
Yeah, got it. Okay. Next one. Bless your heart.
You're a bit special.
Oh, yeah, basically like, bless her heart, or bless your heart. Basically, I'll pour you. A little side eye given during then. Next is, I might could.
Hesitancy, right there.
Maybe, yeah, you got it. All right, next, all hat and no cattle.
Mutton dressed up as lamb is what we call that.
Oh, okay. And it's basically just saying all bark, no bite.
Yeah, someone who's dressed up for the show, but they're not really going to come up with the goods.
There you go. And what was it? What was the?
Mutton dressed up as lamb.
Oh, a mutton dressed up as lamb.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start saying that now. That's amazing.
It's usually like someone gone out to a bar and they're not really fitting in, but they're making it look like they do.
That's
it's a bit cheesy, right?
I love that. Okay, the next one, corn-fed.
That's one I haven't heard.
It means they're like big in size. So like country boys are corn-fed.
Okay.
So like you could say like, oh, she's corn-fed.
Okay.
All right, next one, dadgummit.
Yeah, that's frustration.
Frustration, yep. You got it. All right. And all get out.
No, you got me there.
All get out. Like GIT hyphen out.
No.
It means like the most extreme of something. Like, oh, and all get out. So it means like you've gone all out, or like it's like super cool or like big and fancy. So like if you're going to a big party, you can say, oh, and all get out.
I'm going to have to use it.
All right. Pitching a hissy fit.
Throwing a tantrum.
Yep, you got it. Okay.
Or a tanty is as we call it.
A Kiwiism?
When someone's throwing all their toys out of the cot.
Yep. All right, there's one last one. Come hell or high water.
That's used internationally, that one.
Okay, good.
Hell or high water.
At any cost, we'll do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that was our Texas slang icebreaker. Do you want to give me any New Zealand slang?
Cherbro.
No idea.
It means that's pretty awesome.
Oh, pretty awesome. Cherbro, right?
It's kind of, it's used all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. One more.
Sweet as.
Sweet as. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've heard that before, maybe.
Yeah. We try to take it international anytime we can.
Okay, awesome. Well, so now you're in Waco. You have your upcoming exhibit happening on July 2nd. Do you want to go ahead and tell me a little bit more about that?
I'm doing portraits. I mean, I never stick to one kind of discipline or one kind of style or whatever in what I'm doing. But this time it's portraits. And it's all people who are kind of a little bit controversial or
Thank you.
I tend to think that they've kind of been mistaken or misunderstood. So I just want to show them in a normal, everyday family kind of light, and hopefully people will just sit back and just sort of look at them a bit more than how they are stereotypically taken. I'm not. It's nothing too heavy, but some people will think it is. I'm just going. These people are just regular people, just like you and I. No. There's no heroes in there or anything like that. It's just everyday people who just wanted the best for their family.
Yeah. And tell me about the title of your exhibit. How did it come up with that?
I had all the portraits all sitting out around my lounge, and I was just sitting there thinking, what on earth what are we going to call this, And sitting there watching some TV with all these portraits looking back at me, I was like, this is creepy. All these portraits are looking right at me, and it was like this. The room has eyes, and it was kind of funny. We laughed about it for a bit, and then we talked to Susan at the gallery. Susan's just drunk, and she said, "That's cool. Let's do it."
Yeah, and Susan is a great advocate for art, and she's an artist herself. So I'm so glad that you guys are getting to partner together for this.
Yeah.
And having your exhibit over at the Susan Sistrunk Fine Art Gallery, that's going to be super amazing.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, how many pieces are you going to have in it?
Only 11, but some of them are quite big. Some not so, but there's a variety there. Some are pencil drawn, some are oil paintings. So there's normally, like what I do, there's a variety, and there's no, like everyone says, stick to this format. Well, the format is the portraits. So that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just want people to come over and chat and have a bit of fun, have some sangria, and chill out, and just come and introduce themselves, and we'll get to know each other.
Yeah, and I know that you've worked in almost every medium. You've done everything from murals and bars to beautiful, realistic landscapes. Tell me about some of the other artwork that you've done before. One of your most favorite pieces. There you go. It's like choosing a favorite child, I'm sure, but
it goes on. Like I do abstracts as well, and some are like a sculptor, sculpt stone. Oh my God, that just
so many.
It's a very open question.
Yes, of course.
I did a lot of work at festivals, like a art and dance festival in New Zealand, and that really was a step out of my comfort zone, like doing stuff in front of people. But it actually forced me to really come up with something entertaining that I still love to do, because you can't be an artist without doing what you love to do. That's just doesn't work, So I did people dancing, and it was a little bit psychedelic, but people got to know me just through that, because they recognized people who they knew from the festival in the painting, and it went full circle. And I hadn't intended that at all. It was just people out of my imagination, and I was just doing them dancing figuratively. And so these people would come up, introduce themselves to me, saying, "You just painted my friend there, rah. It was cool." The next year came along, and I went back to the same festival. And people were still coming back about that.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I ended up painting murals in bars and just all that kind of thing. It was just opened up the world for me. It was really cool. People I normally wouldn't have met, doing things I normally wouldn't have done. You got to step outside the comfort zone.
Yeah. And what's one of your favorite things about the Waco art scene that you've seen so far?
This area is really up and coming with art. And I know it's struggled for a long time and people have thought it was up and coming, but it really is. You can feel it, like when you go out to an exhibition or a gathering or one of, the Chalk Festival. I was in the Chalk Festival. Just the community vibe was really next level. And you could just see people wanted to do more. People wanted to give more. People wanted to be involved more. That's a really exciting thing about here. It's happening, and it's happening now, and I'm really proud to be part of it. That's why I'm still here. I'm just going to do more.
Yeah.
Keep doing more. Keep adding to it. Keep bringing people in. Working together with our other artists and collaborating and having some fun. Getting into trouble and just doing what we do, you know.
Yeah, and the art community is so glad to have you here because I've seen multiple pieces of your art at different pop-ups and different markets around town. So that's actually how we got connected. Was I saw you at the Brazos Theater Market, and we talked for like an hour and a half in the hot parking lot.
Discussing
so
accents.
It just worked out. Yeah, accents and slang and everything and anything. What's one of the things that you would like to see more of here in Waco?
You know, we really could do with people spending their art money around Waco. That it's really important. Support the local artists. Share the love here, you know, keep it here. There's so much to offer here. We have the best in the world right here in this town. And why shouldn't it stay here? And why shouldn't it be loved here? We've got so much to give. And I, for one, I'm not going to give up. It's what I'm here for. It's just to make things better.
Yeah, and it's become such a beautiful melting pot of so many different cultures and artists and mediums that literally on every street corner you can see something.
Yep.
You can see something that wasn't even here a month ago, a week ago, wasn't even here a year ago. So there's been so much development and so much is changing. What are some of the things that you've seen change since you've come here to Waco and Texas in general?
I mean, it's only been like a year and a half, so everything is new and fresh to me.
Yeah.
Culture shock, I suppose, in some kind of way. Even just the weather.
Yeah. Are you going to make it through this Texas summer?
I love the summer. The winter, that was a shock.
You mean when the power grid went down and we were freezing in our houses?
Yep.
And now ERCOT's asking us to turn down our ACs.
I said, hey, this is Texas and there's snow outside. That doesn't work. But changes that have happened here, all I can say is we've just got to keep doing more, adding more colour to the streets, supporting more artists. The young ones coming through need to learn how to do whatever it is, the business side of it, the creative side of it, whatever it is that they're lacking in, they've got to learn somehow. Come and see the artists, talk to them, learn, have some fun, hang out, you know. That's how I did it. And every artist I know has actually done it that way too, whether they admit to it or not. But yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, and is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners today?
That's deep.
It's time for Deep Thoughts with Cory.
I really, I want people to come up and say hi and just have a laugh. Give me some stick about my accent, whatever. I don't mind. Just come and hang out. Ask questions about the art. Show me the ears, you know, and whatever it is, whether it's I don't know, pottery or sculpting, wire framework or whatever. You know, I want to learn about what people are doing around here and see if I can give back anything, whatever. That's fine. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Contribute and help and grow.
Yeah, and tell me all the places where people can find you, all of your social media, websites.
I'm easy to find. I use my own name on everything. I don't hide anything away because this is what it's about. So on Instagram, you'll find me Cory Lind. On TikTok, Cory Lind Fine Art. I've got Cory Lind Fine Art page on Facebook. So I don't think I'm on Twitter. Guilty as charged. Which is fine. I don't mind. You know, too much social media is it's a drain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get stuck in that black hole and you don't ever come out. TikTok's famous for that. It's the worst.
It's funny because before you got here, we actually had a TikToker come into the studio. So.
Oh, really? I mean, yeah, it's insane fun on those kind of things, but your time just goes and I've got stuff to be doing.
Yeah.
I've got an exhibition to get ready for.
Yeah, and we're so excited for the exhibition. Tell me how we can get tickets, or is it free?
It's free. Just come and see us. Contact Susan at the gallery if it's you know, for her open times and that kind of thing. But otherwise, come and see us. I think we're going 2 till 10 on the 2nd.
Okay.
So it'll be a late one. But yeah, we want to spread that time out so that people can come and be relaxed and not be in a crowded gallery or anything like that. With COVID, we want people to be relaxed and keeping distance quite safely and all that kind of thing. So we're still quite aware of all that kind of thing going on and just keeping things safe and relaxed and enjoy some sangria.
Yeah.
And Frank Exon will be playing some nice guitar, some beautiful guitar that he does. So it's going to be a good day, that one. And then later on during the month, we'll have other events and we'll put that on social media and make sure everyone knows so they can get in there and have their chance to see these things in firsthand, you know. It's a thing with art, you see it firsthand, it's a lot more special than seeing some photo on social media. You don't get the full scope of the work that's gone into it. See it in real life and you've got the impact, and that's what you've got to do, no matter who the artist is or where the art is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you coming and speaking to us with your New Zealand accent. We love it. Thank you so much. And
thank you for having me. This has been awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. This is your host, Debbie, signing off. Now that you know, go. Just go, Waco.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.